Hi everybody, welcome to the April 2025 reading. April is the month of Let's Get It Done. And so this month you're really being asked to put the work in, but it feels like you're making bigger plans. So you're really looking at the future. You're looking at your structure and your stability. You're making that a high priority, and you're really making sure that you are setting yourself up for the future. So if you have found that you have been sort of running from one thing to the next, in April, you're going to start to bring a bit more structure into that. So if you haven't already, grab one of my journals or on Amazon. I have some in the clinic. It's never too late to get started on setting your goals, reaching your goals, because this really is the year to finalize things, get things in place ready before you move on to the new year. So our essential oil for this month is the oil of InTune, and this is the oil of presence. So it really helps you to focus and complete projects, but it does it from a place of really getting you grounded so that you are it's almost like it's so that you don't have to have too much pressure on you. Oh, I need to be motivated, I need to do this oil really helps you to get grounded in the here and now, be very present with where you're at, and then through that you want to make these changes, you want to get things done, so it goes beyond motivation. It really helps you to see your reality, see things as they actually are. And so then you can make really good choices and go, okay, well, what's working for me? What is not? What do I want? What needs to change? And you can really do that, but be quite in tune with yourself so that you're doing the best things for you. And interestingly enough, the healing card that came up for my healing cards this month is the card of grounding. So spending time out in nature, take your shoes off, go and just stand on the grass. We will be heading towards winter soon in Australia. And so, this is a really nice time of year to be able to spend that time outdoors and in nature. So spend your time doing that, and just gives you a moment to clear your mind and help you to get grounded, get focused, and find that motivation easily. So before we start, I actually just want to run through. You've got 9 major arcana cards in the daily cards for this month, and I feel like they kind of tell a bit of a story. So early in the month, you have the Hierophant. So I feel like this is you really looking at what has been, who you've learnt from, what you've taken on as fact, whether you agree with that now, whether you are questioning that. It's like you were just seeing things a little bit differently and looking a little deeper for that meaning. And then we move into the Temperance card. And for this, it feels like you're really starting to think outside the square. You're looking at things that you're passionate about, and perhaps those things that you have always done because you felt you had to, you'd made a commitment to that, but it's like it's a bit stagnant. You don't want to do that anymore. You want to start bringing a bit more passion and excitement and joy back into your life. And so it looks like you're thinking of ways to do this. Now you have the Emperor. So I feel like you're going to be very matter of fact with this. You're going to be certainly in alignment with your goals, your passions, what makes you excited, but you're not going off on a tangent, or seeing this in some fantasy kind of way. This, you're really looking at this matter of factly, and okay, what action do I need to take? So you're being quite pragmatic about this, and that will pay off for you. So then you have the Wheel of Fortune card. So things start to shift. You really start to make some changes. You're getting excited about what you're doing. You have the Empress here. So you're starting to create, you're making things happen, and that's really exciting. And then we have the Sun card. So we're showing it's paying off. You're getting somewhere. You're making progress this month. Then we move into the Hermit and the Moon card. So this is where you will, it doesn't feel like you're taking a step back, but it feels like you're really moving into this place where you actually feel really secure and confident in what you're doing. And you're going to a new level of, your spiritual abilities, where you can really tune in and trust what it is you're feeling and thinking. So I feel like as we're heading towards the end of the month, there's a lot of that happening. You're going within, you're spending time on yourself, you are really seeing things for what they are and making necessary changes. Now, if you do all of this, if you really work hard on this month, the last day of the month, we have the card of justice. So things will pay off. There will be some sort of outcome, and assuming you have done the work, this will be in your favor. So April can be a really significant month for you with a lot of change. So take the time, put that effort in to really focus on what you want. Create a plan, start setting goals, tick them off. Use the journal every month to check in with your goals and see where you're at, because it's very easy to get caught up with life and sort of, forget where we were headed. So the journal is a really good way to each month just check in, see where you're at, see if you need to get back on track, or have that reassurance like, wow, I really made a lot of progress this month. All right, let's get started with the reading. Okay, so we're going to start with drawing 4 cards. So pick a number 1 to 4, and at the end of the reading, we will see what they are. These are your numerology cards. And we'll do 3 cards for each week in April. Yeah. So the sun has come out there as well. So that's a really good sign. Okay, so the first week of April. So you're going to be, as you come into that first week, I do feel like you're going to just take a moment to really check in. So really important to spend that time to just look at everything, look at your finances, look at your relationships, look at your career, your home, just every aspect of your life, and see what is working for you and what's not, because it feels like there are some changes you need to make. But it also feels like there's an awful lot to be grateful for. So even though you're not perhaps where you want to be yet, you're in a really good position, and you can see how hard you've worked and the effort you've put in to get to where you are. And that is only going to improve. It feels like there's a lot of financial success in the future here for you. And it feels like you're going full circle with something. So you are really going to be, I feel like some of you are going to really reach a goal in April. You're going to set your mind to something at the start of the month, and then you're going to work towards it and you will reach it. And it feels like there's quite a bit of spiritual growth in this, personal growth. So this could be that it could be financial, it could be that you reach some goal like that, but it's deeper than that. It's like there's a real feeling of self-worth associated with it. So whatever it is, really put that effort in this month, because it is there, that success is there for the taking. Gratitude is going to be really important. Focus on everything that's good in your life, everything you have to be grateful for, and that is really going to help to accelerate the process. So the second week of April, so it really looks like support's going to come in some way that allows you to do something new. It's really looking like you are going to step out of your comfort zone here. There is something you're excited about, you're passionate about, you really want to give it a try, and it's going to feel a little bit risky, but you're going to try it. Now, the fact that you have the Ace of Pentacles there feels like this will pay off. Keep in mind, you want to take educated risks. So don't just sort of throw caution to the wind with everything. Check in, make sure it actually feels right to do. But it does really feel like you can make a go of this. You really can make a success out of whatever this is you're wanting to do. You really need to believe in yourself and trust in your ability to do this. If you hold on to that belief, it feels like you could be really successful. So the third week of April, All right, so you might hit a little bit of a roadblock here. It might be that things just get a bit delayed or something comes up that feels like it is a bit of a block in the road. Or maybe it's just you're just trying to do so much that sort of some of that motivation and passion has sort of gone a little bit because like, I'm actually a little bit exhausted now. It feels like and this is when like you're going into the Hermit card here as well and the Moon. I feel like this is where you're going to just take a little bit of, it's not a step backwards at all. It's like just a momentary pause where you're just going to check in again with where you're at. Is this sustainable? If I'm trying to do too much or I'm trying to do too much for other people, for some of you, what can I change here? Because something, may not be working. And that's not to say you're on the wrong path. It's just saying you need to make some changes. So really allow yourself the time and space to just check in, see what needs to be done differently, and to see if you're on track. The security card is here. So it may well be that you're looking at, the foundations, the basics, and okay, is this taking me to where I want to go here? For some of you, I feel like there could be a little bit of fear around this that, is this going to set me up or is it not? I feel like this is where you really have to go within and do some of that inner work. You use your tapping. If you need to book a session, we can do it over Zoom if you're not local. But that way you can see, is it just fear stopping me from doing this? Or, is it a sign? Is there a message in this that this isn't quite the right path? And so through the tapping, you can clear that excess stuff and then you can actually make a bit more of an educated decision on that. And go, okay, well, I just, I was holding on to fear because, if it didn't work out, it means this or whatever. But if I can let go of some of that fear based on old past life experiences, maybe not even yours, then you can really make a go of this. So just be mindful that you are going to probably come to a little bit of a standstill. Don't let it stop you from making progress, but pay attention to what it's telling you. So the end of the week, end of the month, we have the Sun card. You've got the King of Gabriel here. You've got the Potential card. You've got the Knight of Fire. There's a lot going on here. So it's telling you to stay committed to what it is you're wanting to achieve. You can do everything you want. The Sun card is there. It's exciting. It's really shining on you. You can be successful. Stay positive in what you're thinking, and perhaps even dream a little bigger. So it may be that all of a sudden, you've achieved some things. You're like, wow, this is great. Like, well, actually, what's next? And perhaps there's just that little bit of excitement coming in for what else can I do? Where else can I take this? It feels really exciting. So making a plan. So you're making a plan at the start of the month, and then you're creating a new plan at the end of the month, which is going to take you even further. That one's asking you to really just think things through carefully. Don't get so caught up in the excitement of it that you get off track. So you're constantly coming back, checking in, making sure you do that. So bottom of the deck, we have the Star card. So again, this is believing in yourself. This is you dreaming big, seeing where can I take this? That keeps coming up. Where can I take this? So it may be that you do something for yourself that you realize could help other people on a bigger scale. And so you're looking at how can I bring this to the world? Stick with it. You are moving forward. It feels like progress could be a little bit slow at times, but that's okay. It's going to go at the pace it's meant to go. And it's going to give you the time to just check in at each point along the way. So don't give up. You're headed in the right direction. Now, you also have the Lovers card here. So for some of you, obviously, this could be romantic. Um, I'm getting married this month, so that fits. But I do feel like for some of you too, this is really making that commitment to yourself, to your health. When you're trying to achieve a lot and you're putting a lot of work in, sometimes our health can go by the wayside. So you're being reminded to really make sure you're focusing on that. But again, I feel like it's that heart space connection where you're just checking in and making sure that everything you do feels good for you. If for some of you there could be a partnership happening here, it could be that, something to do with your relationship that's coming in to all of this. It might be that someone in your life really steps up to allow you to have that space to go off and try this and see if you can make it work. So, if you've got people in your life who support you, really not only embrace that this month, but let them know, show them the gratitude that you really do get, that they are there for you and everything you have. as a result of this beautiful connection that you have together. Alrighty. So the numerology cards from the beginning, choosing card 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 1 is 13, and this is the card of effort. So obviously, this month is all about putting that effort in, getting things done, making sure that you don't sit back and sort of wait for things to happen. This is a month of action. You need to actually put the work in and really make things happen. Card number 2 is 93. This is the card of happy ending. So with 2 suns here, I really do feel like for some of you, there is some completion here. You're really achieving something and it's going to feel really good. It feels like a very significant moment for you. Card number 3 is 78. This is your spiritual career. So this could be for those of you who are stepping out into something new here and really taking that risk and needing to learn to believe in yourself. But there is going to be really big progress here if that's you. And then card number 4 is 10. This is karmic completion. So again, something significant is going to be coming to fruition for you this month. You are finalizing something. You are really giving yourself a pat on the back because you have achieved something great. And this may not be something huge to the external world. This could be something that's very much just personal to you, but you are going to get that real sense of accomplishment here and recognize what a wonderful job you have done. So April is going to be a very exciting month. Put the effort in, do the work, make the plans, stick to them, check in frequently, make sure you're on track, and don't give up when you hit those roadblocks. They're there for a reason. They're telling you something. There is something you can do differently or better. So just trust that and go with it. Have a fantastic month. I'll see you next month. Bye.